Hey plant fam! Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Jacqueline. This is my jungle. If you are not new here, thank you for clicking on this video. If you like it, don't forget to subscribe, all that good stuff so you don't miss anything from me and so we can hang out again. I don't know why I'm doing this with my hands. It's fine. Anyway, so it's spooky season, y'all. Like, officially spooky season. Like, I'm ready for Halloween. Are you ready for Halloween? Do you guys usually dress up and go to costume parties? I know none of us are probably really going to very many parties lately, but I always enjoy a good costume party, and I'm an introvert, so like I don't really like parties that much, but I love spooky season. And you guys would have seen David and I take a trip to Pumpkin Town, USA. I hope that you enjoyed that video. I'll link it for you here. And I'm wearing my Pumpkin Town shirt. That's the only reason why I'm mentioning it, because I'm trying to get into the vibe of the season. I wanted to take this opportunity to show you some of the weirdest plants that I have in my collection. So a lot of them are cacti, some of them are just unusual that I don't really see often. So hold tight, I'm gonna grab some of those and we're gonna get into it. I'm excited. I love spooky season, you guys. Do you like scary movies? Let me know what your favorite scary movie is down in the comment section. Okay fam, so I've gathered up all my plants that I think are a little bit strange, as well as some of my plants that are just spooky themed. I guess we can start with the dark foliage because, I mean, spooky season, obviously. I love a good black leaf if I can get my hands on one, but no plant is like really truly black except for maybe a few that kind of seem that way. So obviously I want to get this one out of the way. This is one of my Zenzi ravens. I need to pot the two of them up together so they stop taking up so much space, but you can see the new growth comes in green and then it fades to black because it's the most emo plant ever. I love the way the leaves look on this plant as they're transitioning to black. They kind of almost look reptilian. They get this really cool pattern to them, and I wish they would stay that way. That would be really, really cool. So the next plant that I have that has darker foliage is my Alocasia Black Velvet. So if you guys have seen my videos, you would know that this is just like one of my favorite plants, period. And you can tell with the lighting that it's not truly black, it's just a really dark green, but it looks black. And boy, is it velvety. I like the backs of these leaves too. They're kind of like burgundy and veiny and super cute. I definitely have a full-on Alocasia collection video coming at you guys soon. I have to kind of repot some of these before it's winter. This one looks like it's in a plug. It's not good. Anyway, so Alocasia Black Velvet. And then I figured I would also include my Black Pagoda lipstick plant. I think these are just really unique. This is potentially new growth here. I'm not exactly sure. You guys would have seen me repot this in a video recently. I love the undersides of these leaves and how they have this really cool burgundy pattern. So I would definitely consider this one a little weird, maybe a little bit more on the goth side. Look at her. She's so stinking cute. I love the pattern on these leaves, and she's definitely seeming a lot happier now in her new pot, in her new spot, getting more sun. And then I wanted to show you, since I showed you my Raven Zenzi, my Zenzi. Some leaves back here that are dying, but that's fine. Because I love the little like dwarf way that it grows. Like it just, it's dead. I need to remove that. But like it just grows these chunky little, they look like trees, like miniature trees, you know, like as if there was like a little Totoro down here hanging out. I definitely think this one is a little bit more unusual compared to other plants. I really enjoy the growth pattern on this one. Very easy care. Obviously these don't require a lot of water at all. The next foliage plant that I want to show you is one that I picked up recently, and maybe you don't consider it weird, but I think these leaves are really weird looking. This is the Cis Amazonica. I picked this one up at Dietrich. You guys would have seen David and I take a little trip there, and they had this for 30 bucks, you guys. The leaves are still pretty small, but I love their coloring. I love their shape. I love their veining. They've got these cute little dark back sides. She's growing like crazy, looking like a weed. And I just think she's really cool and really unusual. Very like ornamental looking plant. And I'm into it. So hopefully I can keep it alive. I know it's not the easiest plant in the world, but it was so beautiful. I couldn't say no. These leaves are so pretty. They're like that sage green, silvery color that I'm a sucker for. So definitely find this one to be more unusual compared to the rest of my plants. You feel me? So I guess this one you can consider like a succulent, semi-succulent, but this is my Cerapagia Sandersonii that you guys would have seen me unbox in a vlog recently, and I repotted it and put it up on this beautiful trellis from Treleaf. I will have all of that stuff linked down below for you. You can watch the video here. And yeah, I just find this one so unique and so weird. It looks like the pattern of ivy on the leaves, but they're thick. They're thick and they're wrinkly. It's like, and then the stem has like a peperomia vibe to it, like the thicker, more succulent like peperomia. So it's like an ivy and a peperomia had a weird baby that ended up coming out kind of looking like a Hoya. So it's got some cute little new growth at the top here, and I'm excited to let this thing grow and hopefully get it to bloom, because this is what the blooms look like, you guys. And if that's not the weirdest freaking thing you've ever seen, I don't know what is. So I'm really excited. Never really heard of this plant. Picked it up from Honey Plant Co. And so far I'm loving it. It's really easy to care for. Basically, might as well be a Hoya, even though it's a Cerapagia, so it's in the same family as String of Hearts. Doesn't look anything like it. So cool. Tell me that's not cool. Look at the veining on those leaves. Girl! Woo! You so pretty! You're so pretty! It's so bright. I feel like I didn't put this away. Okay, let's move that. Anyway, sorry if that's been like blinding you. I forgot to move it. And then I guess we'll stick to the succulents, because this guy I've never seen before, and I found it in Home Depot or something, and I just thought the leaves were really cool. I like the way it trailed. It is a Crassula kaput minima. Kaputski, you know? You could see it has this like really neat patterning on it. It's kind of getting a little exfoliated, but I put it closer to some light, so hopefully it's gonna come in a little bit more compact now, but I don't even mind it. It looks like you just got like a crazy hairdo, you know? So definitely think this is worthy of being considered a weirdo. Next, I have a couple of star aloes. I definitely think these are more cool than they are weird, but this one I'm a really big fan of because it has that like really bright orange edging. I think this is Christmas Carol. I have a bunch of star aloes. If you guys are interested in seeing like all of my cacti and succulent, I'm more than happy to show you. I just think like the texture on it is so weird, and it's way more hardy than aloe vera. I have a hard time keeping aloe vera alive inside. I have an easier time with it outside. I have this one as well. I've picked up a few over the years, but love me a good star aloe, you know? You know. Okay. I had to charge my phone really quick, so I'm sorry if the frame is different. Moving on, I have my Euphorbia White Ghost. Boo. That's not its name. That's actually David's named his Boo. But this one I picked up at Rose Hill in Nourishell for 20 bucks, you guys. She propagated it. It wasn't rooted, but it's definitely rooted now because I can't pull it out of the pot. It's staying in there. So she's happy and she is super duper cute. I can't wait for her to put off some arms, some cute little leafy things. I love Euphorbia Trigona. I think that's what this one is called. I have a couple of them in the window that are leafing like crazy. I'm a really big Euphorbia fan, in case you didn't know. Now you know. So White Ghost, spooky season. And then I think this is a Euphorbia as well. I don't know the name of it. I think sometimes they call it a pencil cactus, maybe. I'm not sure. I'll leave the names of everything on the screen for you guys, but I love how this one's like blue and then it has these weird burgundy. Yeah, it has thorns, so it's a Euphorbia. Cacti have spikes, Euphorbia have thorns, so that's an easy way to tell them apart. And Euphorbia can get foliage and cacti do not. So this is another cute little weirdo. I like that he's just like by himself. I usually see him in like clusters with a bunch more, but I just thought he was so weird looking by himself like that. So next on the list is this cactus that I don't know the name of. It's in really terrible soil. It needs to be repotted, so the contrast is bad. It's trying to bloom. I don't know if you can see these weird little like a ball things that are coming up from the top. So maybe that's not Amelia. Maybe that's just leaking from the bloom. Honestly, I don't know. We're going to spray it down anyway, but I think this one's really cool. It's getting sun stressed, I guess, down here, and it's kind of turning red. So next on my list are a couple of more cacti. I have this old man cactus. I mean, I've had this one for like almost 2 years now, and it's hairy and weird. It's an old man cactus. What more is there to say about it? So that's that. And then, I don't know if you would consider this weird. I just think it's really cool. This is my favorite cactus. I think it was a Myrtio cactus. I'm not 100% sure. It's not like properly labeled, I don't think. But I've just always called it my blue cactus, and when I bought it, it did not look like this, you guys. Do you see how it's starting to twist and spiral? I don't know if that means that it's serious or if that's just something that these do, but I mean, if that's not spiraling, then I don't know what is. It did not look like this before. It was pretty straight up and down. But I had a hunch that it might spiral when I bought it a few years back. It just had that vibe about it, like it looked like it wanted to, and sure enough, homegirl is spiraling. So I don't know if you want to call it weird, call it cool, call it whatever you want, but I ain't mad at it. So last on the list, I have a couple of Hoyas that I just think either have some really weird foliage or something along those lines. So you guys would have seen me recently unbox my Hoya chicken farm. There's nothing weird about this one besides the name. It's called Chicken Farm, and I just felt like showing it to you again because, like, look at her. Oh, look at her. So if you missed that unboxing video, I'll link it for you if I have enough room to link it, because I feel like I've already told you I would link like 7 videos and YouTube only lets you link a few. So look for my most recent Hoya unboxing, most likely, and you'll find this one. Hoya Chicken Farm. Weird, mostly because of its name. It's a Finlaysonii hybrid. I don't exactly know what it's crossed with, but I'm obsessed with it. So the next one on my list is, ignore it, it's in here with another plant and another little weed. Not the Hushkaliana, the Cigalotta. This is the Hoya Cigalotta, and the leaves on this thing are unlike any other Hoya that I've ever had. They come in like that beautiful burgundy color that you see there, and then I don't know, they just have this really cool splashy pattern to the leaves. They're thinner than other Hoyas. Like I don't know what it is about this one. It's just, it catches my eye all the time, and when I was like, which plants do I have that are all like really weird, this one popped into my head. Because out of all my Hoyas, I find this to be one of the weirdest looking ones. In a good way, you guys. Being weird is not a bad thing, just so you know. As long as you're not making anybody uncomfortable or saying anything offensive, I suppose, you know, then you're all good. Hoya Cigalotta, and then last but not least on my list is the Hoya rotundiflora. Okay, look at these weird little fuzzy leaves. I love the shape of them. I love the subtle veining and texture on them. They are fuzzy. Your girl's a sucker for a fuzzy Hoya. It's a weird leaf shape. I guess this one's weird too though. The Hoya retusa just kind of looks like grass. And then if you see, the leaves get like wider. They start out thinner where the leaf meets the stem, I guess. I don't know if these have a petiole. And it continues to get wider. And it just looks like freaking grass. Like, how weird is that? But definitely a really big fan of this. I grew it from one leaf. One little stinking leaf. I think this was the original leaf here. And now it's got 4. It's working on 2 more there. Look at how fuzzy. Do you guys see how fuzzy those new leaves are? They're so cute, you guys. They're so cute. I can't handle it. So, yeah. That is it for this video. Just a quick one today. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope you've been enjoying spooky season. If there's any more content that you guys want to see, do let me know. I'm taking requests. It's been a lot of plant shopping, plant unboxing, stuff like that. So if there's anything that I haven't quite covered that you guys would like me to talk about, I'm here to talk about it. So that is it for this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything from me. And if you made it to the end of this video, leave me some ghost emojis in honor of my euphorbia white ghost. She's beautiful and I love her. And yeah, so that's all. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!